What's up, guys? So in today's video we're going to talk about statues, how to clean them, and how to consecrate them once we get them. Alright, let's go. So a video that I've always wanted to make just to talk about cleaning statues. So you've had statues for a while and it comes around to when we clean them. Now when do we clean them? That's up to you. There are certain people that like to do it every week. There are people like to do it every month. I always try to do it at least once a year. The gods aren't really offended by unattended altars, we should say, when it comes to dusting and all that stuff. As long as it's not a mess, it's okay. So how do I clean my statues? Now, as you've seen on my videos, I have bronze resin statues, so I do not like to soak them in water, because even sometimes when I splash salt water onto these statues, they end up leaving marks and stains just from the residue of the salt and water mixing. It leaves little blemishes on statues, and it can do that to yours. So soaking them in water, or especially washing them in soap, I personally don't do. I wouldn't recommend. So what do I do to clean statues? I use what you see right here. Just a can of canned air, compressed air, you know, the kind that you clean computers with. Just like that. So I'll dust them off just like that. And that's how I like to take care of my statues, and I try to do it probably once a year. Now, it recommends, obviously, don't try to tip it as you spray, so I always try to keep my hand steady and still, and there you go. And it blows off all the dust, and it works better than feather dusters. I've tried feather dusters, I've tried cloths, and I notice in this kind of thing that I just got from Walmart, works the best when it comes to actually dusting off your statues. Now, someone else also asked me about consecration. Whenever I get a new statue, do I consecrate it? Is it a ritual to consecrate it? When I get a new statue, to start prayers and worship and altar rituals with. So I don't do any kind of special ritual. With that said, you can if you want to. I think that's more of a modern take, possibly, of the modern pagan influence of consecration when it comes to statues. I have heard of it, but I personally have never consecrated in ritual a statue. I just get it and set it up on my altar and begin using it as a focus tool for prayers, and have never had any issues. Now, what I do like to do, that's kind of a consecration in a way. It's not a prayer per se, but I like to add or wipe off my altar space that I'm going to use as an altar. I do like to get some salt water and rub down the surface of my altar. The reason being that when we make turnips, which some argue is a more modern take, that they traditionally is to use salt water, seawater, or a herb burned in water, and it purifies the area. So I do like to use that on the altar space before I actually lay my altar down and statues down. So I hope this video is a helpful guide to you, just a little bit to touch on, and give you some pointers and some ideas, and I will talk to you later, guys. Bye.